This is the ninth gate, Kammasaka Zen, known as the Gate of No Gate. This is Dharma Talk 8. It's about the interconnection of this ninth gate, Gate of No Gate, the ninth ox-herding picture, known as returning to the source, the seventh step on the eightfold path of right attentiveness, and the koan, mu, and also the fifth perfection of the Buddha, known as the perfection of meditation. The journey of Zen is one of paradox and profundity, a weaving together of seemingly disparate strands into a cohesive understanding that it reveals the heart of existence. And it's within the framework of Zen and the Zen practice, and also in Buddhist philosophy, there are certain concepts that resonate deeply with one another. And they're acting as like touchstones for the aspirant spiritual unfolding. Now among these are the ninth gate of Kammasaka, also known as the Gate of No Gate, the ninth ox-herding picture, entitled Returning to the Source, the seventh step on the Noble Eightfold Path, known as right attentiveness, the koan of mu, but also the fifth perfection of the Buddha, known as meditation. Each can stand as a portal into the deeper dimensions of truth, yet they are interwoven, pointing to the same ultimate realization of the unity and the emptiness underlying all phenomena. Now, the ninth gate, often termed the gate of no gate, it embodies the essential Zen paradox. The entry into enlightenment is open to all, but it cannot be crossed through effort or will or striving. It is gateless. It's gateless because there is no barrier other than the self-imposed illusion of separation. And it is a gate because its crossing represents a profound shift in the perception of being. And this gate invites practitioners to move beyond conceptual thinking and duality, encountering the raw immediacy of existence itself. And it's in Zen that this realization of this gate of no gate is not an attainment, but simply a recognition of what has always been present. As one Zen master once put it, the great way is not difficult for those who have no preferences. Because this points to the relinquishment of attachment and aversion, allowing the practitioner to perceive the world not as fragmented, but as a seamless whole. Now the ninth ox-herding picture, returning to the source. It follows the narrative arc of the Zen practitioner's journey. Because after taming the ox and achieving a state of unity with it in the earlier stages, the practitioner now moves beyond even that unity, returning to the origin, returning to the source, the unconditioned source of all things. And in the imagery of the ninth picture, the person is depicted in serene emptiness, with neither ox nor herder remaining. And this reflects a state where all distinctions, self and other, seeker and sought, they have simply dissolved. Yet this return is not a regression, but it's a coming home to the original nature, free of delusion and conceptual overlay. And this stage aligns deeply with the ninth gate. For both speak of the realization of non-duality and the recognition that the journey itself was once an illusion. And in returning to the source, the practitioner realizes that the source was never apart from them, and the seeker and the sought were always one. And then right attentiveness. Right attentiveness, it forms the foundation of sustained spiritual practice. It is the deliberate cultivation of awareness in every aspect of life, from the mundane to the profound. And in the context of Zen, right attentiveness becomes a tool for piercing the veil of ordinary perception and allows practitioners to encounter reality directly. So this attentiveness, or this mindfulness, when practiced with sincerity, it reveals the transient and independent nature of all phenomena. The interdependent nature of all phenomena. This insight into impermanence and into interconnectedness, it mirrors the realization of the gate of no gate and the return to the source. And by being fully present, one begins to see that the boundaries between self and other, observer and observed, are simply illusionary. I think, moreover, right attentiveness is essential in navigating the koan's practice that is central to Zen, including the koan mu, because through sustained attention and openness, the practitioner avoids the pitfalls of intellectualization or grasping for answers. Instead, it allows insight to arise spontaneously. And then the koan mu is one of the most famous and enigmatic in the Zen tradition. It originated from an original case where a monk asked Joshu, "Does a dog have Buddha nature?" And Joshu simply replies, "Mu," which sometimes can be translated as no, but normally nothing or not. But at first glance, this appears to contradict the Mahayana teaching that all beings possess Buddha nature. Yet, as with all koans, mu is not to be approached as a logical puzzle, but rather as a means of shattering the practitioner's attachment to dualistic thinking. So the practice of sitting with mu, repeating it, contemplating it, becoming it, invites the practitioner into a space of unconditioned awareness. And in the context of the gate of no gate, mu serves as both the obstacle and the key. So to pass through the gate of no gate, one must fully embody mu, moving beyond intellectual understanding and moving to an experiential encounter with the nature of reality. Similarly, in returning to the source, it becomes the echo of silence. It reveals the groundless ground of being. And the meditation, or dhyana, represents the fifth perfection in the path of the bodhisattva. It is both a practice and a state of being, cultivating stillness, cultivating clarity, and cultivating insight. And through meditation, the practitioner aligns their body, mind and spirit, creating the conditions for awakening to simply arise. And then in Zen, meditation is not merely a method but a way of life. Whether seated in Zazen or walking mindfully or engaging in daily activities, the essence of meditation lies in presence and attentiveness. And this all aligns with the seventh step on the Eightfold Path, right attentiveness. And it forms the foundation for encountering the gate of no gate and engaging with the koans like Mu, engaging with the fifth perfection. It also mirrors the ninth ox herding picture. In the state of meditative absorption, the practitioner touches the source, experiencing the unconditioned nature of reality. Yet, like the ox herder who returns to the marketplace in the 10th ox herding picture, the practitioner must integrate this realization simply into daily life. But meditation is not an escape. It's not an escape from the world, but it's a way of being fully engaged with it, embodying the insights gained on the cushion. And that's how we integrate, by embodying the insights that we gain on the cushion and into our lives. So the interconnection of these themes, the gate of no gate, returning to the source, right attentiveness, the koan mu, and meditation, are not isolated, but they are deeply interwoven, each illuminating aspects of the other. Because the ninth gate and the ninth ox herding picture point to the dissolution of duality and the realization of the unconditioned. Then right attentiveness, it provides the practical framework for navigating this journey, allowing the practitioner to stay present and grounded as they confront the illusions of the self. And in the koan mu, it encapsulates the paradoxical nature of Zen, inviting the practitioners to abandon dualistic thinking and to simply encounter the emptiness that underlies all things. Because it serves as both a mirror and a catalyst. A mirror and a catalyst simply reflecting the practitioner's attachments while pushing them beyond conceptual understanding. And then meditation, as the fifth perfection, it becomes the bridge that connects these insights, offering the stillness and the clarity needed to navigate the path. It is meditation that the practitioner encounters mu. It's impact in meditation that the practitioner passes through the gate of no gate. It's in meditation that the practitioner returns to the source. For the modern practitioner, these interwoven themes offer both guidance and a challenge. They remind us that the path is not linear, but cyclical, inviting continual deepening and integration. The gate of no gate, the Kammasaka gate of no gate, teaches that awakening is not a distant goal, but rather a present reality that is simply waiting to be recognised. The ninth ox-herding picture reminds us that the journey is only one of returning, not to a place, but to our original nature. And right attentiveness offers the tool for staying present and aware in the midst of life's complexities. While the koan mu, it challenges us to let go of fixed notions and to simply encounter reality as it is. And then meditation serves as the foundation, the practice that sustains and nurtures all the others. So I guess in conclusion, in the end, the interconnection of these themes, it points to a singular truth, that the path of Zen is not about attaining something new. It's about simply realising what's always been there. And the gate of no gate, returning to the source, right attentiveness, the koan mu, and meditation, each of them offer a facet of this realisation, which will guide the practitioner towards the simple heart of existence. And as the Zen master Hakuwen once said, not knowing how near the truth is, we seek it far away. What a pity. Because the teachings explored here remind us that the path is ever present, or it's just simply awaiting our recognition. And we do this through attentive practice, meditative insight, and the courage to face the paradox of the gate of no gate. Then we can return to the source, discovering the profound simplicity of our original nature. And it's in this return that the journey dissolves, and we simply stand where we have always been, here, now, in this radiant emptiness of what is. Thank you for listening.